Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Let's get that voice going in the morning. Welcome to everyone. I'm here early today at 9:30 this morning on Monday. Happy week to you. I can't believe we're in May. Where is the time going? I can't even believe it. It's going so fast. If you are watching, please say hello. Let me know where you're watching from, what country you're watching from, what time you're watching, what you're doing while you're watching. I don't want to know that you're in the bathroom, but you know what? It's never too much information here on my channel because we share all the things here. All right. So I want to introduce you to myself. My name is, since you're here and watching the channel, you might want to know who I am. My name is Patricia Ribeiro Wolfson, and I'm a life strategist and an energy practitioner. And I aim to amplify love and hope in the world. Lord knows we need it so much. And I'm going to talk about my own struggles, and I share my Me First method, which is something that I developed about 14 years ago and have been using for myself and for my clients. And it is a strategy on building resilience, starting over after loss, and just a day to day strategy to manage and navigate the tough storms that arrive, which is actually one of the things we're going to be talking about today. And, on this channel, if you're new, I talk about motivation and inspiration, and I do oracle cards and tarot cards, and we talk about energy healing and ADHD and perimenopause because those are all the things that I deal with on a daily basis, and those are the things that I work with. And my own struggles and my own storms that I've had in my life include losing my best friend and husband to cancer over 2 years ago. So trust me, I have put this method to work on a daily basis, and I encourage you to just listen. Oh, good morning, Sarah. Hi. I encourage you to listen and take whatever works for you. Try things out and practice, practice, practice. That is what Me First, and specifically the Me First morning show, is all about, is to encourage you to practice and actually for us to practice together. Because life isn't always easy. It's not always sunshine and unicorns. Sometimes it's messy. Quite often it's chaotic, and it's always overwhelming. At least that's how I feel. And when storms hit, they can feel you leaving really exposed and vulnerable and not knowing what to do, right? Stuck or lost on your path. So, what do you do when you're going through it? That's what I want to talk about right after our Me First morning ritual. So, this ritual that we're going to do every day together is we're going to just take 3 deep breaths. We're going to do a little very light stretching. We're going to call in for spiritual support and set an intention. And then I'm going to talk about our topic for the day and give you some sort of inspiring speech, I hope. And then I'll pull a card at the end to let you know what the energy of the day is going to bring you. So let's begin. We'll start with our journey. And as I said, please say hi if you're hanging around. I see my friend Sarah's here, and whoever else is watching, let me know. All right, so we just sort of open the ritual by lighting the candle. If you're doing this outside, all you got to do is look at the sun, because the sun is the candle that lights the way for all of us, just in case you need a reminder. All right, so now we're going to take 3 deep breaths, and we're going to take a deep breath through the nose like this, and then you're going to hold for 5 seconds, and then you're going to release. And just make sure that your exhale is longer than your inhale, because that activates the parasympathetic nervous system and just tells your body to chill out and gets you in your body, which is really important when you're setting intentions and starting your day. This is just like tuning your instrument for the day, and that's what we're going to do. Okay, deep breath in and hold and release. And take as long as you need to release and get that air out. Okay, you want everything that doesn't serve you to leave with your breath. Okay, and when you take a deep breath in, I want you to imagine just bringing in all the goodness, all the love, all the light, all the support that the universe has to offer you. Bring it in with that breath. Hold it, letting it fill your whole body with light, and then release all the things that don't serve you. Okay, here we go. Second breath. And release. Okay, last one, make it count. Let's really increase our capacity to receive that life giving breath. Okay, here we go. Hold and release. Okay. All right. And now that we've released it, we're going to do a little light stretching. And I say really light because we don't have time to do a whole thing. You can do this if you're doing your Me First ritual at home by yourself. If you're doing this at any time of day, it just gets you into your body. And when you're stretching, I just want you to really feel where the tension or pain or that stuck and stagnant energy, where they sit in your body. Do some light stretches and breathe it out. Okay, and when you're done with that, you just shake. Shake, 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 shake. And we ask the universe to transmute all of that energy that doesn't serve us into a higher purpose. All right, so now we're going to set our intentions for the day and call in for a spiritual support team. I have a little prayer that I like to say. You can just follow along or take this moment to say your own prayer or reach out to your spiritual support team in whatever way feels resonant with your faith. Okay, so here we go. Oh, that feels good. Divine Mother, Infinite Father, Creator, Ascended Masters, Archangels, Spirit Guides, and all beings of 100% pure white light, allow me to be a clear and open channel of your light and love without hesitation or ego. I ask that the highest vibration of love and light connect with my higher self and release any and all things that no longer serve me. I ask that Saint Germain and his infinitely powerful violet flame burn away the things that no longer serve myself or humanity and hold us back from our divine existence. Thank you, thank you, thank you for helping me set an intention that is in alignment with my highest good for the highest and greatest good of all. Thank you for showing us all the signs and synchronicities and messages in nature, music, movies, and through the words that I hear from others today and always, and especially from the cards that I pull. Let them be the exact messages that the collective needs to hear for today. I appreciate you, I serve you, and I am grateful for any wisdom you may have for me or the collective. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, and so it is. Okay, let's get started. Now, before we get started on our topic today, I just want to remind you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Me First TV. Just go right to YouTube and press subscribe and ding that button so that you can get notifications of when I'm live. And don't forget, if you would like a personal reading or a strategy session or even a couples reading, I do couples readings, which are really great. Go to my schedule and my scheduler and book yourself an appointment. So you just go to calendly.com/jumpstart for change. And that is in the description. So, and also you can buy a little session for friends. And I do give gift cards. So contact me if you need to do that. So thank you. That's my little plug for today. Let's talk about finding strength when faced with one of life's storms that completely dismantles life as you know it. Now, I know I'm not alone here, and if you're watching this, chances are that you resonate with struggles, with having your life completely fall apart, because I believe that everybody's experiencing that on one level or another in a very personal way and also in a collective way. The collective structures seem to be dismantling, and the personal structures are also dismantling. Now, my expertise is not on, the outside structures, the external structures, the global structures. That's not my department, so that's not what I'm going to be talking about here. Aside from just referencing global structures kind of falling apart, but I really want to focus on, and that's why the show's called Me First, on the personal things, your personal experiences and challenges that you're going through, that you're navigating, and how you can get through that, because that will help you on a broader level. And if each person individually is in charge of processing their emotions and taking responsibility for their lives and for what they put out in the world, if you take full responsibility, if I take full responsibility for my presence, my light, my uh, light in the world is the only way that I really can say it, well, then hopefully there's a lot more light than darkness. Okay. So that is my goal for all of us. And just like anything else, life happens. Storms are an inevitable and necessary part of life, and they serve a purpose for our personal and collective evolution. Even though we may not like what's happening, these things are happening, and systems are breaking down and falling apart because the foundation that exists right now is not sustainable for us as a collective. And as I said, I'm not speaking just about external, but internally as well. Internally, the way we are living our lives on a daily basis is no longer working for us. I know my life, this fast paced, unbelievable level of stress and responsibilities and obligations and things really not feeling like they're in flow at all is challenging. And we are constantly in fight and flight mode. And we have a responsibility to readjust how we process things, readjust our perspective in order to step forward with the kindness and compassion and strong, solid foundation that we need in order to then help the collective. Like if I'm a mess and useless to myself, I am no help to my children. I am no help to my community. I am no help to the collective. And so I am attacking this situation that we're experiencing right now from a very personal level for myself and for all of us. So what happens when you face a storm, right? What happens? And like I said, they are necessary. They create a pathway to release what no longer serves you. And it creates a pathway for the future where the past could not get there, right? So it's important, but it still hurts. It's still scary. It still feels terrifying, but it is a great moment of transformation for you and for all of us. So what do we do in life storms? So I'm going to give you 5 little points about what you do in life storms. And let's see if I can, maybe I can actually paste them on here. Let's see if we can. Maybe with captions. Oh, yes, I think I could. Let's add a caption here. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this. All right, bear with me because this might be fun. Let's go. I post it. Show. Yeah, there we go. Oh, they're tiny. Okay, but you get it. Feel your emotions fully. Okay, that's the first one, right? It's okay to scream and cry or feel angry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be depressed. It's okay to feel whatever you feel. It's okay to feel jealous. It's okay to feel resentment. Whatever feeling is coming up for you, you need to feel it and honor it and give yourself the space to let it out. Emotions are important and they are communication from your body, right? So if you are keeping it inside and it has nowhere to go, it's just going to be this energy that is being ignored in your body and it's just going to sit in there and cause havoc. Okay, that's like the things that we hold on to, the stress that we keep is basically like holding on to that energy and keeping it in our body, and we don't want to do that. You need to release it. You need to let it out. You may not want to focus on it for like 3 days straight and go on a bender right, but you do want to acknowledge it and validate it and feel what you feel, because no matter what, those feelings are real, those feelings are valid, and you deserve to acknowledge those things that you feel, no matter what's happening in your life, no matter if it's going to get better, no matter if everything happens for a reason. Like all of those things may be true, but not helpful when you are feeling things that are uncomfortable and that you don't know what to do with these feelings. So you need to express them, you need to acknowledge them. Please do not forget that. All right. The second thing, here we go. I'm going to try to share the second one too. Okay. I'm trying to copy and paste it, so just bear with me. I'm trying to give you something here. Okay. So I'm going to unshow that one and I'm going to Oh, find your support system. Here we go. Okay, number two thing, find your support system. Friends, family, professionals, okay? You need to hire somebody. There's people in your community. Sometimes there's people like who will just chat with you and help you figure things out. Now, obviously, I'm a professional and I help people navigate things through coaching and through card reading and spiritual and energetic guidance. But there are other people around in different organizations in different places. Maybe you need to speak to a counselor or a therapist or a close friend or just somebody in the community, maybe a clergy member or someone that you trust in an institution that you feel like you can speak to openly in a safe space. It's really important. Find your support system, get your friends, get your community, get the people that you need, and come together. I promise you, whatever it is that you're struggling with, number one, people will help you. People want to help, right? People want to feel like they can support others, even though it doesn't always feel that way. But certainly, my experience within my community is when I've needed support, people have shown up for me, and it makes people feel good. So don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to lean on your friends and family and community. And it can be really hard to be vulnerable and say, you know what, I really need help. But your vulnerability will then give others permission to also be vulnerable and say, oh my God, you're struggling with that. Me too. How about we get together and I'll help you do that and you help me do this? And that's how we build community. And that's the most important thing that we can do right now for ourselves and for each other. All right. The next thing that I want you to focus on is okay, and I like this too because this is literally going straight from the analogy of storms, right? And so, what is that? That is, hold on. Boom, boom, boom. So, the step three, did I do it? I did it. Okay, step three, assess the damage, right? So something happens in your life and it just like takes you for a loop, or, as tarot cards, it's your tower moment and everything just comes falling apart. Well, this is the time to assess the damage. This is the time to take a look and see, okay, what has fallen away? What do I need to trash? What do I need to donate? Okay. And what do I need to brush off and keep? Like, what is still important to me now that the foundation has crumbled? What things are still important for me to keep and take with me to the next step? And what do I want to just leave here or separate myself from or disengage from or disconnect from because it no longer serves the future version of myself that I'm now stepping into, right? What can you rebuild? And what do you need to get rid of? That is one of the biggest things that you can do when your life kind of falls apart. And it is an opportunity, even though it doesn't feel that way, it is an opportunity for you to really assess and make difficult choices about how to move forward. Because when things crumble and fall apart, it's like it gives you permission to move forward in a way that feels more in alignment with your sort of new version of self after going through something tough. Okay, and the last one that I have here, let me add it. Okay, um, like that. Okay, here we go. I'll add this one and show it. The last one, practice patience as you rebuild. Oh, wait, no, that's number 5. Oops, sorry, I skipped. I've got number 4 first. Okay, sorry. So number 4, let's go back. We'll hit that one after. Come on. There we go. Number 4 is, see, I'm trying to do this all professional, but doesn't feel professional, but just bear with me, people. This is the show. This is the show you paid for. Oh, it's free, so you didn't pay for it. Oh, even better. Okay. All right. Number 4. Okay, so we did number 1 was feel your emotions fully. Number 2 is find your support system. Number 3, assess the damage. And number 4, move forward with intention. Okay, so you can't change the past. You can't prevent the storms from coming. You can't make different decisions that might make the storm easier to bear. When the storm hits, it just hits, and you just kind of have to handle it the way you handle it. But you can choose your next step. You can make decisions about how to approach the rubble, so to speak, about where to begin cleaning up, where you focus your attention on after the storm. It really makes a difference because what you are focusing on, hopefully, is going to be able to help you now rebuild that foundation, right? And you do it however you want. You start with clearing out the things that don't serve you, or simply focus on the things that you are building your life with and just leave the rest behind. All right, so now number 5 is this one: practice patience as you rebuild. So, the Me First philosophy really is all about practice, 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 right? It's about practicing being the person you want to be, practicing living the life you want to live, practicing making decisions that maybe right now you're uncomfortable with, but the future successful self will make those decisions easily. But you don't just wake up one morning and go, wow, I can make all these crazy decisions and I have such confidence and clarity, I can't even imagine. Although that may happen for you, and I'm not going to take away that miracle moment for you if it happens, awesome. But for the rest of us, it takes practice. It takes practice making a decision that feels scary. It takes practice stepping into leadership. It takes practice setting up boundaries with people who are toxic. It takes practice setting up boundaries for yourself when you're toxic with yourself, by having these, inner critic like take over your brain. So you need to practice and be gentle with yourself. Growth takes time, okay? And healing isn't like a little snap thing. Ask anybody who's been through an operation or an illness, right? Things take time. It takes you time to realize that you're not functioning the way you want to function or the way you hope to function, and then learning new ways to approach your life so that you can thrive, so that you can function in a way that is connected with your mind, body, and spirit. Because that is your job, to find out how to function best for you, for your needs, for how you walk through the world. All right? Okay, so, oops. Let's see here. I'll take off that caption now. Hide it. Perfect. Thank you. Thanks for sticking around. Hope you enjoyed that little, those little 5 steps. Okay. And to wrap up, right? Once again, feel your emotions fully. Find your support system. Assess the damage. Move forward with intention and practice patience. Take things one step at a time. And remember, you're doing the best you can, and that's more than enough. Okay, if we all really allowed ourselves to accept who we are fully, flaws and all, how much easier would things be? If you just understood, oh, this takes me a little bit longer to do or to process, or I'm not sure what to do here, I'm going to go and ask for help from someone who maybe knows more than me. If you can remove the guilt and shame of not knowing, of not being able to do it by yourself, because we live in a hyper independent society that makes you think you have to like do everything by yourself, figure everything by yourself. Once you release those shoulds, once you release the guilt and shame of not being like the everything person that can do absolutely everything by themselves, you can release all of that responsibility and focus solely on what is your actual responsibility, which is connecting with your own gifts and talents, knowing who you are and showing up fully as that person and shining that light and making sure that you're there to shine that light for other people who are still figuring it out too. Because together we can do this. It's just a little challenging sometimes, but we can. Okay, so if this resonates with you, let's keep the conversation going. I'd love to help you embrace your journey. Join me here. I will be at Me First Mornings, Monday through Friday, every day. I can't say exactly what time, although it will be in the mornings because life and ADHD. And so in the morning, sometimes I'll be here, but I'm aiming for about 9:30, all right? If not, a little bit later. We're working on it. And remember, okay, you're not alone. I'm here cheering you on every single step of the way. So if you need support, don't forget to reach out. You can schedule a session with me. All right. So let's find out what the cards have to say. I'm going to pull Oracle card today. Oops, that's upside down. Okay. And Wisdom of the Oracle card. All right. This is a Colette Baron Reed deck, which I really like. And I haven't pulled from this deck in a while. And let's just see what is the advice and since we're talking about embracing storms, okay, let's find out what is the advice to embrace the storm that you are facing right now. So this is for the collective, the collective storm, shall we say? Although, like I said, I focus on the personal stuff more than the global stuff or national stuff, as it were. But I will say that, you know, as it is, as above, so below, right? As it is in the microcosm, it is in the macrocosm, right? It's all a reflection of each other. So when you deal with things on a very personal and individual level, there is, God, my words, people. Um, it does influence, you know, the outside of the circle. So if in here it's shining bright, right? If you're shining bright, the brighter you shine, the more light is on the world around you as the little light, right? So it's like the brighter you are, the more light you can offer those in your life. All right. So that's the goal. That's the plan. All right. Okay. Let's find out, what do the cards have to say about the storm right now? The storm that everybody seems to be going through. I'm sorry, I hit that thing. That's probably not. Okay, there we go. Oops. Okay. All right, give us something. What do we need to know about these storms that we are dealing with right now? Let's see. Whoop. Whoop. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. This is not okay. We have this card that came up, TikTok. Okay, that's number 30. Oh, I love that in 3. All right. So TikTok, let's read. Let's read what TikTok says. It does feel like time is going super fast. And it does feel like we need to take action. And I do believe that the action that we need to take is to start taking care of ourselves. Start paying attention to what it is that you need to do to bring peace and harmony to your personal life. All right. Okay, so timelessness, divine timing, immeasurable time. Oh, okay, here, that's even better. When humans created time, everything changed and contracted. People have come to look at life in a linear way, imagining that the past is behind them and the future ahead of them. But what if that isn't true at all? Everything, creativity, beauty, chaos, and order, are happening now in a glorious timelessness. You have all the time in the world to co create the life you desire. So release your agenda, let go of your need to shape each moment to your expectations, knowing that what is yours will never be withheld from you. Miracles are here right now and always show up when you need them, right on time. So that's a good reminder, guys, because we do live in a society that's kind of obsessed with time and getting things done on time and, you know, being too old or too young or whatever time we discuss, right? And the truth is that what matters most and where we have all of our control is right now. Right now is what matters the most. How are you living your life? How are you breathing? How are you connecting? How are your relationships? Your relationship to yourself, your relationship to your body, your relationship to your community, your relationship to your loved ones, right? Those are the things that you need to focus on. And none of that has a time limit or a time frame as long as you exist on the planet. And each day, your aim is to enrich your relationships, is to have connections, meaningful experiences. Well, then every day is amazing and time really doesn't matter. Okay. So just keep that in mind. I was going to say in time. Keep that in mind. Okay. That everything that is for you will not be kept from you. And you are not, it's not a race. Okay. It's not a race. It's just about being present and mindful in the moment. And that will affect your future. All right. The other 2 cards that came up, because two more popped out. One was deep knowing. Okay. Number 43, for those of you who are interested in the numerology. And 43 comes out to number 7, right? And deep knowing and 7 is about a little bit of introspection, taking a look at where you're at. And the deep knowing part is really connecting with your intuition. It's like, what part of you? Deep inside, you already know what you need. Deep inside, you know who you are. And it may take a lot to really reconnect with that part of you because we have been given so much conditioning to ignore parts of ourselves, to ignore natural parts of ourselves, to we're constantly being given the message that we need to fix ourselves. But deep down, you know who you are and you know who you need to be in the world. And it is your job to bring that sort of that image, that even that self image that you have of yourself, that inner knowing of who you are, and manifesting it in the present, right? We talk about manifesting things and boats and yachts and money, right? But what we really need to manifest is our highest version of ourselves, the most connected, kind, and compassionate version of ourselves, because that is what society needs right now. Good morning, Linda. Nice to see you. Okay, I'll read that card too, just in case, because I like to read what the book says. Because I mean, Colette Baron Reed, when she wrote it, she had very strong ideas about what these cards represented. So let's give them their due. But instinctually, that's kind of what I feel. All right. Intuition, listen to the oracle within, empathy and hypersensitivity. Well, we're definitely all very sensitive right now and feeling empathic because it is real out there. All right. Intuition is the faculty that allows you to enter into the dialogue with source, the consciousness that you are a part of but cannot see with the naked eye. It's perplexing that people taught to ignore this natural capacity to navigate their journeys, to access their inner guidance, which is all what I teach. Know that you have an ability to read between the lines and find all the truth that was missing when the story was told. This deep knowing allows you to open the door to wisdom far greater than what is available in the limitations of human experience. You're given information that may make no sense whatsoever to the logical mind or five senses, but which is 100% correct and true. The trick is to listen and then act accordingly. You are now invited into the sacred dialogue of deep knowing, so tune in and trust your vibes. They will be right. Ask and you will receive answers from unusual resources. Remember when I do my little prayer, I always ask for us to receive the messages we need through music and movies and words of others, because you never know. Images, social media, we're always receiving input. And if you're really paying attention, I promise you the universe is communicating with you in whatever way it can through the input that you are receiving. So pay attention. Okay. And finally, the last piece of the puzzle, or the last card that came out, and talking about what to do when facing your personal storms, come to the edge. Okay. Come to the edge. And that's card number 36. 6 and 3 is 9. All right, which is one of my personal favorite numbers. I was born on the 9th. Come to the edge. This is really about, we are expanding and evolving, all right? And when we are expanding and evolving, we are literally at the edge of our current stage, right? We're at the end of the level that exists right now. And in order to move to the next level, we have to go right to the edge, and we have to take a leap of faith that will get you from this life that you are currently living, that you are not sure of, and maybe is stressing you out, and a lot of things are happening, and maybe you're afraid to move to the next level because you're like, well, I don't know what hell, what fresh hell is going to come from that. But it's like just jumping in a pool. You got to take the leap, and you have to go in and just take a deep breath, make sure you've got your bathing suit on, and jump, and allow yourself to just feel the moment, be in the moment, and know that you're going to be okay. That whatever is meant for you will be there for you. And you've already done all the things you need on this level. You've collected all the tools. You've released the things you need, because you can't go to the next level until you've done that. So just prepare yourself mentally to take the leap into the next level, right? And let's read what else it says. Number 36. Here we go. 26. 41, 36, come to the edge. Courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear, and accepting risk, right? Isn't that when we're going through those storms, they're scary, and we don't know what's on the other side. We don't know what happens when the house is destroyed. How are we going to rebuild? When someone's gone, how do you figure out how to piece your life back together without the most important person in your life, right? Well, one step at a time. And you just have to do it. You just have to focus on getting out of bed, getting yourself ready in whatever way you can, and taking whatever action that you can for yourself and for the people who count on you in your life, okay? Facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. It's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated, to feel the exhilaration as you ready yourself for a leap of faith. Spirit is present, so let go of fear. You are called to express your true self. Listen to your heart and soul, not your head. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so that you may find your miracles. All great things come when you least expect it. And if you just trust that great things are coming to you and you're just doing the work and taking the steps that you need to take in order for you to be living in alignment with who you really are, I promise you, things are going to evolve in a way that you can't even imagine, right? And all of us are doing this for ourselves, but also so that we can prepare ourselves for whatever's coming to support our loved ones, our community, and the globe at large, right? We can't help anyone else if we can't even help ourselves. So start small, start with yourself. I encourage you to join me, as I said, every morning here. Me First Mornings, Monday through Friday. If you need any support, you go to my description and you book a session, and we will talk about whatever you need to talk about, and we will get you through whatever it is that you're going through, because you're going to be okay. You may not feel that way, but you are the light. So keep shining. And that's it for today, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Love you. Bye.